Up first this evening, it appears the government will not be able to lengthen the state of public emergency, as the parliamentary opposition says it will not be supporting it.
Unless there are overwhelming reasons, the opposition will possibly vote no if the government asks Parliament for an extension next Tuesday.
That may be problematic, as the state of public emergency in St. James will expire next Wednesday, one day after the parliamentary sitting.
The People's National Party held a press conference today to talk about the issue, and TVJ's Andrea Chisholm was there.
Rampant crime and criminality, reasons given for the state of a public emergency in St. James and St. Catherine North. The one in St. James has been extended until May 2 and St. Catherine North July 3. Those extensions were supported by the opposition, which contributed to the two-thirds majority vote in both houses of Parliament. At a press conference on Thursday, though, a message to the government.
I think the government should hear and hear clearly that we are not prepared to extend beyond the current request unless there is some overwhelming reason presented.
And so they repeated the call for a comprehensive crime plan. Murders and shootings may be going down in St. James and St. Catherine North, but in other sections of the island, they are going up. In the St. Andrew South Police Division, for example, a 261% increase in murders. And in St. Andrew Central, shootings have gone up by 169%.
We don't think it is sound policy to have this concentration in two areas while the rest of the country and the citizens in the rest of the country are facing this intolerable increase in the levels of crime in areas.
Opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips reiterated that the framers of the Constitution did not intend for a state of a public emergency to be used for a lengthy period.
These are enormous powers that are provided for, in a matter highlighted perhaps most strikingly by the so-called Keith Clark issue.
Mr. Clark was fatally shot by members of the security forces at his home in the 2010 state of a public emergency in the hunt for Christopher Dudu's Coke. In the meantime, the opposition again took issue with hundreds of people being detained without charge, while lawyers for those detained work to protect their human rights and need for balance. The opposition says it does not intend to place the security forces in an intolerable position.
We are not going to leave the security forces in the lurch, but it must be the responsibility of the government to prepare to end this condition.
Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.